multi-exclusive dimensional being card with another exclusive. Today's video is basically going to be about Sun and Gemini, Moon and Taurus. So yeah, the Moon just hit Taurus, aka 555 a.m. But we about to basically get into this shit, you know. We about to run down these quick energies, so how you can align yourself so you can make sure your fruits and labors is being grown and you're not planting bad seeds that's going to basically throw you off. Because remember, Moon and Taurus, that's basically love, appreciation, values, materialistic, you know, practicality, putting things into existence. So you got to make sure everything that you do is in a practical way, and make sure you basically being unique and original. Feel me? And whatever issues you got, make sure you write it down. Make sure you need to work on these issues and these squares so you can align yourself to manifestations. So basically, we're about to get into this shit. So this video gonna be real quick. Feel me? I don't waste people's time. No, people got shit to do. Love y'all. Understand, understand. From the top to the bottom, everything is frequency, vibration, energy. So basically, once we get into the spectrum, that's how it's gonna play out. Today is Tuesday, so this is aggression, passion, desire, and willpower. So you got to make sure you put in all three of those into practicality. So it's very important. Make sure you do that, and make sure you have balance when you do that shit. And the number that we're dealing with today is 8, karma. So that's also related to, you know, harmonious energies dealing with Taurus, because that's dealing with Pisces also. And also Scorpios, they get along with that. So that's dealing with like, so just don't lose foresight. Just be very focused. And the moon is in void, so that's a completion of something. So basically, whatever seeds that you planted will get some good seeds. You're gonna start to see that shit manifest. If you planted bad seeds, you're gonna start to receive badness of what happened, of what you didn't plant. So understand and understand, when you're doing this shit, make sure that you're planting good seeds and not planting bad seeds. So for me, because when the moon come back around, they want to make sure you basically clean up all that baggage that's in your closet to make sure everything goes into your perspective. Make sure everything goes to your motherfucking way. So basically, okay. So we also got Mercury and Mercury in conjunction. So that's dealing with Mercury in Cancer. So that's dealing with like personal issues, criticism, and also that's basically starting on a cardinal level. So that's dealing with cardinal, and that's dealing with mutable. So you're likely to change depending on how things go. And clock astrology plays deep into this. So if you don't know clock astrology and you don't know how the energy is gonna play out, then you really need to go outside and basically put this into test. Feel me? Because it can always be a good and a bad thing. Okay, Venus and Gemini. So that's basically being low, all in the cookie jar. Basically, you know, being all into conversations, interactions, and things like that on a unique basis. Mars and Pisces, so that's basically trusting your inner and making sure that you're helping people, places, and things, and getting very spiritual. Jupiter and Capricorn, so that's great benefits, luck and growth and abundance. So make sure you taking time and to put a consideration to practicality and making sure that you're unique with your information, and you will get the fruits and labors. Saturn and Aquarius, so that's dealing with progress, change in the world. And that's hard work. That's practicality again. So you got to make sure you're doing that, or somebody else going to do that for you in a bad way too. Or a good way too, but you don't be taken advantage of. So Uranus and Taurus, so that's dealing with, see a lot of women out there protesting and shit. So this is time for the woman to basically rise above, for me. Queens got to take their power back. For me, can't be out here being taken advantage of and shit. So also protect the woman too. That's very important. I'll kill a motherfucker for my woman. You know? Also, Neptune and Pisces. So that's basically dealing with high imagination, creativities, and beliefs. So basically, it's a good time to basically put that into practice. Make sure when you going within yourself, making sure you're getting out of this illusion of this fake-ass quote-unquote virus. Don't get stuck into today's motherfucking fantasy of the Neptune, or you're going to basically be putting yourself in holistic natures. And you're going to have to fight for your space. Because I had to take 3 hearts out of a motherfucking person, place, or thing in my dream, because I was put into that circumstance situation. And you don't want to do that shit, because I'm living proof. Don't want to do that shit. Pluto and Capricorn, so that's demanding your power, taking your power back, and going through obstacles and challenges. So make sure being that this Pluto is in Capricorn, that's dealing with fixated ways and transformations and death, and making sure you go in your inner world and taking care of all that guilt and all that negativity. You don't want that shit in your pool. Make sure your pool is clean. Make sure your water is flowing in the positive spectrums, and this way it's not going in a negative spectrum. Chiron and Aries, that's dealing with growth. Chiron is a wounded healer, so that's dealing with the planet. Feel me? Make sure your shit is good. Also, North Node and Gemini, so that's dealing with learning, surroundings, and self indulgence and basically being unique. Also, midhaven is Sagittarius, so that's adventures from tunnel vision and basically, you know, getting in line with yourself. So that's basically receiving all the benefits, whether you on a religious spectrum or you in a spiritual spectrum. For me, make sure when you basically praying, make sure you pray. I don't like to say the word pray because to pray is to have a predator by your side. You don't know who the fuck you praying to, especially if you ain't spiritually inclined. If you was trapped into a circumstance situation of basically being forced into religion and you was just praying to something else outside of you, you don't even know yourself spiritually. You just putting yourself in somebody's ass. You're sticking your spiritual head into somebody's ass, and you basically, they reaping the benefits of the doubt, and they fruits and labors is growing on ways you wouldn't see it with your 2 eyes because you're not spiritual. They've got you worshiping the flesh. Once you start to worship the spirit, bring the two together, you'll start to see this shit play out for inspections. Also, we got the midhaven. Yeah, I already did that. Alright, so basically, Sun square Mars. So that's actions and that's learning how to be unique and mutable ways. Because the Sun is in Gemini, it's in square Mars. So that's basically finding new ways to interact with yourself and interact with the world. And feel me, you got to do this shit when you go to sleep too. Because you have 3 worlds. You don't just have this world, for me. You got to make sure your inner world is correct. So the outer world is basically in a good spectrum. Moon conjunct Uranus. So that's challenges and practicality. So also, Mars sextile Pluto. So that's positive energy and drive. So basically, it's a good time, you know, have sex, fuck the shit out of one of your girl or whatever, feel me? Or harmonious energy where you have aggression and power to go at work and move at your own pace, feel me? Depending on how you align yourself, things will go into your favor. Also, Jupiter conjunct Pluto. So that's basically expansion and wisdom and growth, and that's dealing with mutable, and that's dealing with fixed. So it's a good way to basically expand your growth and be more determined about what you want to manifest on this planet. Because you on this motherfucking planet, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do and what you cannot do. You came here to manifest, understand that shit. You ain't come here to manifest being a motherfucking puppet. You came here to manifest being something and someone. Feel me? But your spirit is no thing, no shape and form. So don't get that twisted with the physical and the spirituality shit. Feel me? These are all 3 different things, but make sure you're utilizing yourself in a unique way so these things can basically go into your favor. Feel me? Also, who the fuck was I at? Sun square Neptune. So that's psychological balances. So basically, Sun is Gemini, square is Neptune. So that's basically dealing with mutable, changeable ways of how you express yourself and how you get spiritual. So make sure that you're balanced on both ends, because if you don't have balance, if you're just diving out here and putting yourself in the open and you're not fixating yourself in ways to get spiritually in righteousness, you're going to witness a whole lot of squares and learn the circumstances and situations. So take advantage. Turn those squares into sextiles. Don't turn that shit into squares and just is going to basically become an opposing energy to the point you might get headaches, to the point you might have feet problems. So it goes deep. Yeah, we about to get into this shit. We're about to really get into this shit. Also, Moon sextile Mercury. So basically, the Moon is in Taurus and the sextile is in Mercury. So that's basically dealing with practicality. That's dealing with fixated ways. And basically, you know, this is a good opportunity right here for me. Make sure you take advantage of that, or you're gonna have gut feelings of not taking advantage of what you need to take advantage of. So this goes deep. Venus sextile Chiron. So that's basically awakening your inner self. You're going to have psychic inabilities of what happened to the past as far as like wounded feelings and emotions and thoughts and ideas and concepts. You make sure you need to be balanced with that and be structurable with that. Take care of that shit. Also, we got Mars sextile Jupiter. So basically, that's dealing with like the first, like, for instance, you got to be at an interview. They said 8:30. You basically gonna be there at 8 o'clock because you basically want to be the first to fly. You want to actually get there and reap the benefits of the doubt. Well, that's just a prime example, but you're gonna be the first. Like, be the first to basically get shit done. Like, you really got to be aggressive. You really got to want it. You really got to show the universe you want this shit. Mars conjunct Neptune. So that's dealing with attention and passion. So basically, Mars is dealing with first cardinal, so starting shit out. And basically, conjunction is Neptune. So that's dealing with mutable ways. So, of course, you're going to have changes of starting things as far as on a physical spectrum, on a fiery motion and a feeling emotion. So make sure you fixate it in a cardinal way on both ends and try not to be all over the place. But basically, you know, be aware of Whole lot of back behind the scenes illusions and deceitfulness. Moon, oh, I'm wilding. Neptune sextile Pluto. So basically, this is time to take your power back, or Pluto gonna take his power back and transform every fucking thing. So, feel me? So it's time to wake up. If you a sheep, if you believe in this fake ass virus, then motherfucker, this is something that you need to work on. Because this virus is fucking fake. Your spirit knew what the fuck it was doing when it created you. So don't sit here and have some motherfucker say, oh, by the way, the virus is airborne. You can catch the virus by touching this bowl. Oh, you touch your ankle, you got the virus. Like, come on, man. Motherfucker said 16 people went to a motherfucking bar and they all got infected by a virus. That don't make no motherfucking sense. So 16 people have the same exact immune system. 16 people wake up at the same exact time. Like, use your brain, man. Like, this shit, the shit that they pushing is fucking retarded. Feel me? Don't get lost in the illusion. Feel me? And Mars is conjuncted with Neptune. So, of course, they're going to keep pushing this stupid shit. But make sure you don't believe in that stupid shit. But, yeah, we about to have a run through this shit. Cause, feel me? I don't want to make this video too long. Feel me? I got 3 programs I got to basically put up on. But, Moon square Saturn. So, it's basically dealing with, like, depression and shit. But make sure you write down on paper where this shit is coming from. Know the time. Attack this shit and attack the spirit that's basically throwing this energy at you. Also, Mercury, Trine, Neptune. So that's logical deeds, logical goodness and shit like that. So this is a good time to basically be logical and practical with your conversation. Mercury square Trine. So that's healing a wound. So, feel me? You can speak things into existence. Utilize that to heal your wounds. Feel me? Push it out anywhere. Any body part. You talk to it, communicate with it. Venus square Saturn. So that's balance, and that's basically, for me, anybody who got Venus square Saturn, that's somebody that you can trust, because they can basically balance shit out and make sure everything is unique. And they very cardinal. They always starting shit and they're gonna finish it. For me, those are motherfuckers I'm seeing. But you know, once you add 1, 2, and you add another 3, that's a finisher right there. That's the energy, and we all in 3rd dimension, so that's how it play out. Jupiter conjunct Saturn, so that's dealing with services and businesses. So it's a good time to own up to your business and what you want to manifest and bring into existence. Saturn conjunct Pluto, so that's inner transformation, basically. So you gotta fight all these demons, fight all that guilt, fight all that shit out, or it's gonna fucking eat you up. And Pluto is gonna fucking destroy you to the point you might fucking die out this body and come back here and repeat the whole process again because you was basically too naive and you ain't take care of your circumstances, situations. So we about to run through these houses. So 1 to 12, that's basically dealing with from Aries to Pisces. So if you got a sun sign, a moon sign, you're going to either feel the need or you're going to actually express yourself in these circumstances, situations. So basically, first thing first, if you got the first house, that's dealing with steady, unique nature. So basically, make sure you steady, make sure you're at a powerful pace, and make sure you're being consistent. And don't let no person, place, a thing bring you down. And basically, be unique in your own unique way. Make sure you're putting yourself first, because that's dealing with first. That's dealing with selfishness. And basically, of course, be unique, but basically, make sure you nourish yourself first before you actually go out there into open arena and basically do this shit back out to people. Second house, that's dealing with personal, materialistic gains. So basically, you're going to feel the need to basically be practicalizing to own your goals, practicalizing to make sure your values come into your circumstance situation. You're going to either feel the need to basically do that shit. 3, art. So it's a good time to draw, you know, be practical with your drawing, work on your drawing, make sure that everything is basically be unique. And of course, I had a conversation with one of my Taurus that was basically drawing. So good thing to put that in practicality. And feel me? Much love and much respect to you. Feel me? Also, 4th house is dealing with slow, steady, and harmonious. Feel me? So you're going to start slow, but make sure you're being consistent and practical. 5th house, that's dealing with adopting to romantic natures and shit like that. So basically, you're going to be fixated in your ways, of course, adapting to circumstance, situations, and romantic issues and stuff like that. 6th house, that's dealing with hard work and practicality. So the harder you do, the benefits of the doubt. 7, that's dealing with patience and adoption. So basically, be patient with people, places, and things, and relationships and values. 8th house, that's dealing with gifts and opportunities. It's a good time to, you know, give $20 to your girl. She did a good job. She took care of you. It's a good time. You basically be appreciated. You might get the benefits of the roots. 9th, that's dealing with religions and the debate. So you're going to get into a lot of debates and religion with people. 10, business and stability. That's what you need to work on. You're going to manifest a whole lot. 11 is dealing watching with people that match your frequency, vibration, energy. If they don't, you're gonna cut them the fuck off. And 12, that's dealing with practical imagination, daydreaming, and basically be unique in your own way. So basically, you gotta make sure you practicing this shit and basically put everything into practice, and everything is gonna go into your favors. I love y'all, much respect, and basically that's how it's gonna play out. We're gonna get into Mercury retrograde. Say, but yo, y'all be safe and be sure y'all practical.